Hey friends, this is DJ here. Wanted to talk to you about personal fitness merit badge requirement number 7. All right, so we are talking about the comprehensive 12-week fitness plan. And as you know, requirement 6 is a prerequisite before requirements 7 and 8. So 7 is actually writing the plan, and then 8 is implementing the plan. Requirement 6 is, of course, the physical fitness test, and then also tracking what you eat for 3 days and coming up with your healthy eating goals. So I'm going to assume that you've already done that. So we'll talk about requirement 7, designing the actual 12-week program. So the requirement references the personal fitness management pamphlet to do this. And it says that it has to include certain areas. So the areas that you have to include in the comprehensive program are a warm-up, the cardio or aerobic, the strength, the stretching and flexibility, and the cool down. Now, warm up and cool down are always recommended. However, not all of your exercises have to be full on strength, full on cardio every time. You can do some strength sometimes, you can do some cardio sometimes, you can do some flexibility sometimes. The other requirement as part of number 7 is that you have to redo the physical fitness test, which is the pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, run, and sit and reach every 4 weeks. So the scouts will be doing those again in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and then at the end of the program in 12 weeks. They must show improvement in every area. Now, one of those areas that kicks a lot of people's butts is the pull-ups. We'll talk about that in a second, but it doesn't even necessarily have to be pull-up, they just have to show improvement. So we did dead hangs, we did negatives, we did assisted pull-ups, so if they could do more negatives, more assisted pull-ups, more longer on a dead hang, then that'll count. Although I do highly encourage people to try to do at least one pull-up if they cannot. And if they can do at least one pull-up, try to get them to do a 5. You can do 5, try to get to 10. Okay, for the 12-week program, you do have to track your progress and track your metrics. There's a couple different ways you can do with this. Of course, there's old-fashioned pen and paper. You can use a Microsoft Excel document. You can use a Google document. You can use apps such as MyFitnessPal, Apple Fitness. There's a couple free ones out there. Whatever it is, that's fine. It does have to be approved by your counselor. In that case, that'll be myself. And if you want to go ahead and get started, that's fine. Just make sure that you get your program to me for approval. You don't have to reset your clock or anything like that. And if you do reach out to me, make sure you CC a parent on an email or however you choose to contact me, or you can have your parents contact me for you, just to make sure that we are in accordance with youth protection guidelines there. Don't want to have any violations. Want to make sure that we have a good class here. All right, so I'm going to show you what I have here on my screen, and you don't have to do it this way, but this is just one example of how you can do it. So I'm going to create a new tab for each week. So this is week 1. We have the date starting on 31 March. That was yesterday. I've got personal fitness merit badge here at the top. I've got my list down here, this column, activity and exercise. And then I've got going across Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So every day of the week. And then I've got blocks where you can make notes for the repetitions or describe the exercise. So you can see here, family walk. So 30 minutes, slow pace, stop to do 50 push-ups. Cool. And then later on the week, 45 minutes, moderate pace, pause halfway, did 100 weight body squats. You can absolutely count your school PE and or gym class. In fact, you want to count that. You're going ahead and doing it, so you might as well just take credit for it. You're absolutely using exercise, and you want to count that. So, maybe you did tennis one day, so had 45 minutes tennis elements. Maybe you did a mile run one day. Maybe you did ping pong. That counts too. All this stuff counts. Just make sure you record it. Make sure you record the time, a couple details of the exercise, things like that. So in this case, for this program, we've got swimming practice. So maybe you're on the swimming team, or maybe you're on the golf team, or maybe you're on a tennis team, or you play football or soccer. You want to take credit for that too. You want to take credit for your practices and your games. So in this, I just put down 1 hour breast, butterfly, and backstrokes. And then maybe later on the week, you focused on dives. So you just did diving practice, so 1 hour diving practice. Of course, you can practice the core exercises that are part of the fitness test. So that's push-ups, sit-ups, and pull-ups are 3 of those core exercises. So maybe just something as simple as you did 5-10 minutes and you did 3 sets of 20 push-ups. So you want to count that. You can see later on in the week, okay, well, did 3 sets of 25 and then 2 sets of 25 and 1 set of 30. So showing improvement there. That's good. You want to get that stuff down. Same thing with, I guess sit-ups are blank here. Oh, well. Pull-ups. So again, maybe you can't do full pull-up yet, so you do a dead hang 45 seconds, and then maybe later on you move that up to dead hang 1 minute. So by dead hang, I think everybody knows what that is, but basically you just hang on the bar. Just gonna hang on the bar as long as you can. Helps get your grip strength up there. Helps get your lats primed, getting ready to do a pull-up. Then if you want to really improve, you can do negatives. So you get a box, jump up on the bar until your chin is above the bar, and then control yourself coming down. You're often stronger in negative exercise. Well, you are stronger in negative exercises than you are in concentric motions. And so use that to your advantage to develop those muscles. If you have a spotter, you can do assisted pull-ups. Y'all can probably tell I like pull-ups. Where basically the spotter can kind of grab your lats and then push you up as you go up, and then you can do the negative after that. So that's some of the stuff you can do. So I've got down here some exercises I like to do. So barbell back squat, barbell deadlift, barbell bench press, kettlebell swings, things like that. Now, there is a discussion on whether or not young men and women can do weightlifting exercises, strength resistance exercises with weights, with barbells, with dumbbells. There's actually a new study out by Johns Hopkins, or a series of studies, that describes that we used to be told that, if you're too young and you lift weights, it can stunt your growth, it can stunt your bone growth. Turns out that is largely a myth, like giant myth. So with all cases, you absolutely want to consult your medical provider, and you want to consult your parents before doing weightlifting exercises. But if you get the go-ahead and you get the clear from your parents and your medical provider, you can be doing these things. You can absolutely be doing these things, and they can really supercharge your strength in some of the things that'll help you later on. The study does recommend staying within 10 to 12 repetitions, not overdoing it. And then of course, you always want to practice excellent form. Form is key. You want to do the form before you add the weight or anything like that. Always look at YouTube videos, look at how people do it, get an expert to help you, get a coach to help you. Just be safe. You can add a lot of value, but just go slow, be safe there. All right, so I got those exercises down here, and then I've got my balance exercises, variations. So I do different balance exercises. So one of the things about the program is it says use the results of your fitness test to design your 12-week program. So you want to make sure you go after your weak areas. So if you can't do a pull-up, you need to be practicing pull-ups or the elements of a pull-up every week. If you're not good with push-ups, you need to be practicing elements of the push-ups every week. If let's say you can't do a push-up, so that means you need to start doing planks. You need to start doing push-ups on your knees. You need to start doing different things like that. If you're not good with sit-ups, practice those. Just by practicing those and taking the test, you're going to get a lot better. That's right out of the personal fitness merit badge pamphlet, and it's reality. So same thing with that mile run. You can practice the mile run or walk. You can work on sprints. You can do moderate running. You can do long distance running. Different variations there for cardio. All kinds of good stuff. And then the flexibility. The sit and reach is the test, but that doesn't mean you have to just practice sit and reach. You can do yoga. You can do different stretching exercises. YouTube's a great resource for that. So design your program, and again, you don't have to do all these exercises every week, but you should be doing some things every week. And so here's what I am not looking for. Here's what I don't want to see in these programs. I don't want to see, as you progress through the programs, large gaps where you basically skipped an entire week. Maybe there was a week that was a light week. You only did 2 days, 3 days. Okay, fair enough. As long as you did the next week, perhaps, you're like, okay, I got to hit it hard now. A couple of things that I don't want to see. I don't want to see you submit a program and you've only got one exercise on there, 2 exercises. You should have at least elements from all of the groups that we talked about: the strength, the cardiovascular, the stretching and flexibility, include your warm-ups. But really you need to take credit for everything. And in terms of the plan that you're making, you don't have to include everything that could possibly happen. You can always add that after the fact too. So if you look at this, I've got on here a trampoline park birthday party. So recently my son had a trampoline park birthday party, and he's jumping the whole time, for 2 hours, and it's a workout. And so absolutely take credit for that. And I know, because I did it too, and I was worn out by the end of it. And then even playing with friends outside. You get some friends outside, you'll just run around, goofing off, whatever. That's still exercise. So you want to take credit for that. You do want to deliberately practice your strength exercises, your cardiovascular exercises, your stretching and flexibility, but take credit for everything. You want to see exactly what you're doing here. Some people just sit around all day and do nothing, just sit in front of a computer screen. So going outside, that counts. Take credit for that. All right. Everybody put forth your best effort. Do your best. That's all you can really ask for. And if you're consistent with this, if you keep doing it, you're going to improve. You're absolutely improve. If you've got any questions, please, again, feel free to email me or text me, but CC a parent or another adult leader. Again, youth protection guidelines. Let's make sure we follow those. But I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thanks and good luck, gentlemen. Take care.